But let's take them though. It's all love. It's all love. Hello.
Hey. Hello, Pastor Craig Pridgen calling from Bethel. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great, Craig. How you doing? I was waiting on your call, sir.
Good morning.
Doing well. How are you?
I'm motivated, blessed. You know, God is working in my favor, and I'm getting up every morning, having a beautiful day. But I'm glad that you called in. You called in to speak about your campaign, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The I Am a Snitch campaign.
Yes. Well, I say you caught a lot of flack over that. I understand now. Let me say this, because at first a lot of people thought it was your dad doing it, but
Yes.
but it's actually you. Even I thought it. I thought it was your dad. But
Yes, I think you gave him a shout out. I didn't even get a shout out. He got a shout out.
My bad. Hey, but you live on the air right now with 25,000 in 7 countries listening.
That's all that matters.
Okay, now
yeah, you're right.
it was
a lot of slack.
Yeah, we caught a little flack. I think it was a bad choice of words. I understood what you were trying to do, but I think it was just a bad choice of words. It caught a lot of flack from not just blacks and whites, but older and. Would you like to explain yourself a little bit about that? Go ahead.
Yeah, let me tell you, I'm glad I caught the slack from it. Why? Because then people were talking about it, and yes. I'm glad. And I'll be honest, I think initially if I used another cute and nice phrase, it wouldn't have been enough controversy to promote change. And I'll say this, people have been flooding with phone calls and information. So I'm glad I used the word snitch. And the reason I use the word snitch is because it's being used out in the streets for I'm not a snitch. Mm-hmm. So I had to combat that. Like, okay, you all are saying you're not going to be a snitch. Well, at the end of the day, then I'm going to be the snitch. And I'm going to tell what I know. And I'll be honest, a lot of times we pull out the cute, fluffy stuff, initially, and it's, oh, yeah, that was cute. That's a nice T-shirt. I'll wear that to my picnic, and that's it. And a lot of times, if something's not controversial, people aren't going to talk about it. So if that meant I had to hit in the chest for a minute to say, hey, hey, this dude is crazy. This dude is trying to get us killed. I've heard it all. I've heard people concerned about my life. Oh, you're telling people you're a snitch. You got kids. You're going to get killed out here. Well, I'm not about it, but it caused enough controversy that action was able to be happened.
Yeah.
I did have a meeting, and we have switched the phrasing to if you know something, say something. However, I still have my I Am a Snitch T-shirt, and I'm going to wear it proudly because those folks, I don't care. Those folks that wear their I'm Not a Snitch T-shirts, nobody says anything at all to them. It's, hey, snitching is a bad thing. Snitches get stitches. And, it's just disappointing that we will allow a certain word that can be used by some and it's not to be used by others because of a multiple of reasons. So, I caught the slack, but I'm glad I caught the slack. Why? Because it's caused controversy and people are talking about it and people are calling in. And so I'm appreciative of it.
Okay, but I'm going to ask you 2 questions. Hey, I'm a comedian, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
so I already know.
Okay, great. Now, you're from Buffalo, right?
Yes.
Why wouldn't you start the campaign in Buffalo, man, over there, man, and start the I Am a Snitch campaign over there in Buffalo first?
Because my time is vested in Niagara Falls. Yes. I pastor a church in Niagara Falls.
Mm-hmm. Hello? The pastor cheek done hit the phone and it went off. Pastor, we need you to call back. It was getting good. Ladies and gentlemen, if you just tuned in right now, that was Craig Pridgen, Pastor Darius Pridgen's, I think this him. I hope this him. Let's see. I think this him. I think the pastor cheek hit the button.
Yeah, you know what? I thought I was losing weight, but evidently I'm not losing too much weight. My cheek hit the button.
Oh yes, but now I know you also run a church over here.
I'm a pastor in Niagara Falls. I spend the majority of my time in Niagara Falls, and when I saw the young people that attend the church that I pastor distraught and hurt over this young man's death, it was important for me to show my face in Niagara Falls. There's many other leaders in Buffalo and people that are making things happen. Mm-hmm. My dad got Buffalo on lock.
Yes.
So I needed to be vigilant in Niagara Falls. So that's why I came straight to Niagara Falls first.
Oh man. Well, another question I have for you. Mr. Pridgen, is this here. You said you're going to wear your shirt proudly, and you know, everybody has their own freedom here, but why would you change the words if what you wanted you were getting out of it, like far as the controversy and things like that? Why change the words?
And let me be very honest with you. I'm only one person, and I'm no fool. And the Bible talks about receiving wise counsel. And after I met with other pastors and other leaders, we had a meeting this week on Tuesday of police, politicians, and preachers. And it was expressed to me and brought with valid reasons. And by then, some of the results that I needed or I was looking for had already come in. So at the end of the day, do you sometimes fight the back of your throat and say, hey, if this is going to be better for everybody, then you take it? Absolutely. And the reason is regardless of what T-shirt says now, everybody is still going to remember I am a snitch. So it's not like it went away. And there's, you know, still some T-shirts out there. There were some people who are hardcore Christian thugs who didn't care, and they still wear the I am a snitch T-shirt. So there are those out there. But the initial impact is already out there. No matter what I put on the shirt at this point, that initial impact is out there. So does it mean, you know, I work together with other community leaders and other pastors and other politicians and take their suggestion and switch the phrasing? Absolutely. I have no problem. I'm only one person, and it doesn't bother me any to say that I have an idea that was not necessarily received well, but my overall goal has been met.
Okay. I understand that. I understand something, too, by sitting here and listening to you on the phone. You're very passionate in what you do, and you don't care. When you have your mind focused, when you have your mind focused and you know you're right, like that's one thing. And
I'll tell you this. It's what I grew up with. My father is Darius G. Pridgen.
Yes.
And when he was about younger than I am, he started a group in Buffalo, Concerned Citizens Against Violence. And there was all kind of gang killings, all kind of gangs and stuff going on at that time. And the preachers were the ones who shunned him. You can't have that meeting here. Oh, no, we're not getting involved in that.
That's a shame.
Stuff. You need to worry about this. You need to worry about that. And he took a leap of faith by himself, grabbed some other folks that he knew could help him achieve the goal that he needed to be met. And he went again and fought it tooth and nail. And there were death threats at him and all kind of stuff, but he persevered through it. He kept on pressing. So it's in my DNA. I have no choice but to be passionate about my community, passionate about the people that I serve, passionate about, you know, anybody that's not passionate about a 19-year-old being buried, something's wrong. And I said this, and I mean this, regardless of what that young man or anybody does on the street or in their personal life, that's not my business. It's not my place to judge anybody. The fact is, I don't care what you do, who you're around, or what situation you put yourself in, nobody's life deserves to be taken. If he was doing something that horrible, then he should have been in jail, not murdered. And I don't have anything to judge. Heck, I got my own stuff that I got going on in my own personal life. So I don't have time to judge anybody else. So, I'm passionate. It's my heart. It's my life. I've got a 2-year-old daughter that I don't want to have to face these same problems. And if that means daddy's got to be out on the forefront fighting so that when she gets that age, then I'm going to do it because it's what I was created for.
Yeah. Well, you know, like I said, now that we know where all your motivation and your morals and everything come from, I really respect you more because, you know, I have some of the same qualities that you have. I have a lot of qualities. I have my dad qualities and things like that. So I understand what you were trying to do, and I just think it was the wrong choice of words. Just myself, just being opinionated, you know. But I like the simple fact of this here. And I don't know how other churches and church people are going to receive this, but you're the only one, and you're from Buffalo. Let's get this right now. You're from Buffalo. We have a minister's council here, but you're the only one stepping out into the streets trying to spark something. A lot of people like to sit up in the church pews and talk about the people on the corner, and they want to talk about this and forgetting that they came from that same corner. So anybody can change. You shouldn't down and talk about people. But I like that you getting out there, man, and that's real, and that's real talk right now. I'm keeping it 100 with you. I really appreciate that you even getting out there trying to do something to curb this stuff and to help up the youth and to do something, man. I'm with you. If you need some support or something here in Niagara Falls, man, call on Black Ernie. I'll be I jump in with both hands, which I appreciate what you're doing, but I'm not wearing that T-shirt.
That was my next question. Can Black Ernie wear my eyes lifted T-shirt?
Absolutely not. But we still friends. We can agree to disagree. You know what I'm saying?
I got you, man.
Yes.
I appreciate you. Thank you for giving me time to be on your show, and to your listeners, I appreciate you all listening to me, your support and your non-support. It helps, all of them. I take them all. And all it does is it makes me better. It makes us better as a community.
Yes, it does.
And I think we're moving in the right direction. We got the right wheels moving, but I'm. If it's the last thing I do, I'm getting Black Ernie in one of my T-shirts. I'm getting you in a T-shirt. Your J's is gonna match the T-shirt. I'm getting you in a T-shirt.
Oh my gosh. Well, listen, we're gonna pray about it. You're gonna have to do a lot of praying about it.
Some things only come by prayer and fast.
That's it. Prayer and faith too. Now you're gonna have to have some faith. Yes.
Man, I appreciate your time. You are a funny dude. Thanks again for letting me call in. Appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you too, and let them know where your church is located before you get off the air.
Yes, sir. I am the pastor of the True Bethel Baptist Church, located at 1112 South Avenue at 11th and South. Service time is at 12 p.m. for all y'all late folks like Black Ernie.
Yes.
Y'all don't get up early. So if you don't get up early, come on over to the Bethel. We're there at 12 p.m. And we're just a church. We're a family church. We love family atmosphere. So we are a church with the heart for the hurting. So come on through and experience True Bethel Baptist Church.
Well, I tell you what. How long is church service? Because, I go to some churches, right? And the pastor, it'll be like 1:45. The pastor be like, okay, I ain't going to keep y'all long. Then I look at the clock. It's 3:30. Like, do your church, what time do your church let out since you start at 12?
We start at 12. I am up to give the word no later than 12:30, 12:45, and I have you to the game. Yeah, I know some of y'all folks in that game, so I have you to the game. Yeah, I got you to the game. We are wrapping things up and out the door no later than 1:15.
Well, guess what? You got two new members coming to your church this Sunday just to see. I ain't gonna lie. I'm coming just to see if you let us out at 1:15.
Now you're gonna hold me to it. And I'm gonna have to tell the spirit, listen, spirit, Black Ernie is in the building, and you got to slow down. Now I'm gonna have y'all by 1:15.
Okay. Because let me tell you something now. Because you said you had some of your dad qualities. Your dad get us up out of there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, he get us up out of there now. Prayer service and all that. We be gone. Stuff to do.
I'm gonna have you out, because if not, you probably the type that's gonna boo me when the spirit hits. So let me get you.
I respect everybody. The Lord told me to respect everybody. I just sit there and take it. But boy, look for me next weekend. There'll be a missing seat. Hey, Craig, I appreciate you calling in, man. We definitely got to get together. I'll definitely hit you up, man. And you just keep going on what you're doing, man. Like I said, you got the support from me, man. We appreciate you calling in from Soul Shock Radio, the Black Ernie Morning Show. And have a blessed day, brother.
You too, my man. One love. Talk to you soon.
All right, buddy. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We had the Pastor Craig Pridgen.